a rising number of Americans are struggling to keep up with their car payments. Hello, indicating financial stress amid high car prices and persistent inflation. The percentage of auto borrowers who were at least 60 days behind on their bills rose 2% from December at 20.4% a year ago, while loan defaults increased 6.2% over January and were up 33.5% over a year ago. Although the high level of severe delinquencies has not led to equivalent growth in defaults, repossession rates have climbed. The number of repossessed cars increased 11% in 2022 compared to the previous year. The rapid increase in auto loans rates to 6.9% in January, up from 4.3% a year ago. That's a 50% increase, by the way, a little over a 50% increase. And high car prices averaging nearly $50,000 have made it harder for Americans to make car payments, with many monthly payments above, what did we talk about last time? $1,000. Rising interest rates and high car prices threaten the auto industry. Should more consumer defaults on their loans? It's coming. It's just a matter of time. Go ahead, Tom.
It's basically here. I mean, we talk about upstream problems and downstream problems. Downstream is you look about a bunch of things. Downstream, the pond is polluted, and the Democrats say, let's make a $1 billion filter and drop it into the lake. Republicans say, let's go upstream and find out what the hell's in the river that's filling up the lake. Well, this is an upstream-downstream problem. Upstream, interest rates have been going up since March of 22. That's when Powell first met the cheerleader, and so now those are up. And then we saw last week that the average car had gone from $40,000 to $50,000 on average price on a basic low end, good solid, good mileage, good safe basic car with nice features. And this is basically downstream. It's coming home to roost. The repossessed cars is up 11%, but the loan defaults have only come up 6%, but they're increasing. This is accelerating. And if inflation is not under control, this is going to get worse. And as inflation comes down, unfortunately, you're going to see unemployment come up. And the people that are in that unemployment in a low line, it's going to come up. So basically, let me translate this for you. If you want to buy a car, hang on for a few months, because the price of used cars are going to come down, because the supply of used cars has to go up with what's happening here.
Oh, my God. Go ahead, Adam.
Well, we talk a lot about how college is a scam. Yeah. Is college outdated? The government got involved, student loans. We can go on for days. The alternatives rather than going to college. I would argue that the car industry and car loans and car debt is by far a greater scam than college. People are still in the 1980s mindset that you need a car. It's like there are so many alternatives these days to driving yourself into debt. I mean, look at the numbers. 2 out of 3 Americans are paycheck to paycheck. Housing prices are skyrocketing. Foods are inflation. You went to buy an egg the other day. It was like $12 for a dozen.
Done.
The car situation is, I've been saying this for years. Everyone knows I haven't had a car for over a decade. What a sham.
Adam.
Yeah.
Go have a family, bro. Hurry up. Please hurry up and have kids.
Pat, can you imagine that?
And then go to the mall.
And then you know what will happen? And ironically, twist of fate, by the time that happens, I'll have a lot of money in the bank, and I'll get whatever car I want.
Well, can you imagine this?
And it's all good.
Adam, right now with kids, kids, you want to go to soccer practice? Hold on, I got to get an Uber.
Yeah.
That's going to take us to soccer.
I actually argued with a bunch of my buddies about this. It's got one of those
Florida rainstorms that comes up in 30 seconds.
But I will give you, obviously as a single guy, Vinny is a single guy, you have a car, it's easy to, when you don't have a family, you don't have to discuss this kind of things. But for the people with families out there, I'll give a case example. Guy I was working with, he was like the handyman in my building where I lived in Miami. He was struggling. He didn't like where he lived. He was living out in Kendall, which is like an outside of Miami. He was driving. Handyman.
What was his pronoun?
No, he was just a regular old man.
Okay. Yeah. Just curious.
Good
Go ahead.
dude.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
And what he did was he said, these fucking car prices are insane. I got 2 cars. I got kids. I got this, I got that. I said, you're living you're 45 minutes, an hour from work because you're way outside of Miami. I said, where do you want to be? He's like, I'd love to live downtown. What did he do? He sold one of his cars. Him and his wife and kid sold one of the cars, got it out of his life, moved downtown. Now he lived 5 minutes from work. Yeah. He would just Uber to work. Okay, his wife had the car all day. If they needed a car for the kid, they had it. But the point is they figured it out. They weren't like, well, we're a 2-family, 2-kid person, and now we have 2 cars. That's just cookie cutter. They they realized that
I
there's
agree.
things they could do.
But we saw Morale and Tigran do it. I agree. They did that for a
Morale
long
and
time.
Tigran did that?
For a long time.
Oh, wow.
They did that with one car, both of them, and they
Yeah.
crushed it. It was good. And they had 2 kids. So there's ways to do
Yes.
that. But Adam, the day you have a family,
triplets. Yes,
and the content's gonna change
Yeah.
when you're talking on the podcast, and you're gonna say, Adam, how was your night? Oh, not good. Junior didn't let me sleep. I'm on an hour and a half, and you're complaining and grouchy and all. That's when the content's gonna get juicy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but
I agree.
but
We're not there yet.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.